this is all warmed up and ready to get secured to the diamond plate. Good news is windows are on the way. They should be here within a week. Also, I got metal for the roof back from Bayweld. Bayweld bent this and bent the roof line. So I'll show you what that'll look like. But one challenge at a time. That's that. Machine needs a rest. I've been welding on it pretty hard today. Hopefully that'll be a good enough angle for you. Going to be cut to fall right into those corners. That it's going to be like that. Let's see. It'll probably be a little bit taller. Standing on a 2-inch block because of the insulation. The insulation and floor is going to at least add 2 inches. So there's not much space for headroom, but I'm short, so sucks for anyone who's over 6 foot. But where it lies, 71, well, that's for this one, so 71, that's 5'11". This one's going to stay intact. This one is going to be essentially the height of it, which allows enough headspace for me, that's for sure, because I'll be notching this and it'll recess down. But that's the curvature. There's roughly a 6-inch rise on the roof. So this one will stay intact. It'll go straight across. And then from this corner to center mark here will attach. And then continue over there. Boom. Center to this corner. And that's pretty much what I have envisioned for what I'll need for to support the roof. A convex dome that is one giant skylight. You might ask yourself, well, won't that be hot? Yeah, totally. It'll definitely get toasty when I want it to produce heat. One of the biggest perks about having a giant window is you don't need to heat this thing all too much. It'll practically heat itself. There's going to be a center pivot point with a curtain on it, and there's going to be cables going along the perimeter of the interior. It's going to be a 2-curtain system. One's going to be white and lightweight, That way, you know, we can shut this thing down from sunlight, direct sunlight getting in, but still produce light. And then on top of, then there will be a second set of curtains that's going to be kind of like a oven mitt. It has a slight insulating property. It's going to be thick, it's going to be a blackout, and that will be able to do the same thing that the white one will do, but it will, one, add more R value to the roof, and it'll be able to black this entire roof out. That's what's in my brain, that's what I'm envisioning, that's what I think is really going to set this whole build apart, and make it appealing to people to be able to walk in here and it just be very well lit. One thing that I envision when you walk in is I want a 360 degree, you know, area visual. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking, how it's rattling around in my brain. Getting the polycarbonate plastic up here is posing to be a challenge, but that's just like anything really. So it is what it is. If there's a will, there's a way. So yeah, I think I'll just leave you guys at that. I might put this one in, but I have to eat some lunch. I gotta put some fuel in the tank. I am really stoked about the cab over. That's going to be a good challenge to get the curb from the very front of from the very front all the way to the roof line. So let's see, get this one out of the way, but you'll be able to see the rise, about 6-inch rise. So one of the biggest things that I really dislike about these cookie cutter cab over campers is how ginormous they are. They're essentially a giant sail. I wanted to make it as low profile as possible. Obviously, me being short is beneficial. Overall height. From outside to outside. I think for the most part overall it's gonna be 6'6". 6'6" with the roof and minus the 1/8 inch thickness of the diamond plate. So streamline as much as possible. Next time you're traveling down the highway and you see somebody with a cab over camper, just notice how large that cab over is, how much it just looks like a giant block. So I'm trying to make it as streamlined as possible, but coming together one weld at a time. So I'm gonna eat some lunch and then think about my next move if I want to start tackling the cab over or the roof line. I think I might do the roof line. So it's gonna be the easier of the two. Cab over is gonna be real tricky. But alright, y'all, be well. Till next time, I'll keep you updated.